Well, here we go again. Might as well get it done and over with early today. So we know how much we like doing this, but oh man, the world out there. This Captain Truth. I don't know, man. Anybody who tells you they're the captain of truth, you gotta question them because no man has the truth down here. It's a constant search, I believe, but Captain Truth can let me know where he's captaining the truth. And well, to me, Captain Truth is actually would be oh, thank you. My boy brought me a cow. Go Tim Hortons. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about Captain Truth, and apparently, Captain Truth. Ability lives matter. What's your opinion on Israel? Wow. My opinion on Israel is it's not the real Israel. You know what I mean? We're looking to a chunk of land, and the real Israel, it's in here. It's a state of mind. I don't think she's a chunk of land. I think Netanyahu, this is just my opinion, and you go research for yourself. He's an evil twatwad. And the Jewish people really need to take a look at who's fucking leading them. And well, they need to make a decision to tell them, hey, but you can't represent us no more because we're not going down with you. But they're waiting for that Mashiach, their hillbilly lives that's, you know, gonna wipe out all their enemies. And Jews don't have any enemies. It's a figment of their imagination. There's just haters in this world. That's all there is. If people hate Jews, they're just haters. It's like if you hate black people, you're just a hater. If you hate white people, you're just a hater. You know what I mean? All the way around. We need to not play victim to these fucking people. Like, I don't know. Why don't we learn from our past rather than fucking lie victim in it, right? Let's become big and strong and well, see where our problems are. And well, Netanyahu, there you are, brother. You gotta go. But then again, hillbilly, this world, hillbilly lives matter. This world's gonna believe what it wants to fucking believe, anyways. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. Remember when Jesus was here and he was telling all the Pharisees, "Hey, I know your little secrets. You guys are up to no good." I would pretty much say that the Vatican up to no fucking good. You know what I mean? Uh, if there's any good ones, they've been kicked out because they made a fuss about what they thought was going on. You know what I mean? The good Catholics are the ones that are out there bitching about what's going on. You're just a goyim. Hey, bud, you're just a human to me. You're no goyim. We're all equal. You know what I mean? Even the chosen ones, they think they're special, but they're not. Well, they are in God's eyes, but they gotta know they are. The ones here on earth think they're fucking better than the rest of the humans. You know what I mean? Hey, God gave you, if you're a chosen one, God gave you an experience so you know why the humanoids act the way they fucking do. So you can be a little sympathetic, but you gotta tell them the truth. And these fucking chosen ones are so nice. They just want to build their fucking little groups up and fucking feel good about one another. And I don't know about that. Like, that's why this Captain Truth came. This is he told me that he talked to God, and I'm gonna fucking get punished from God for not believing in Jesus. Can you believe that? What kind of fucking moron says that about me? You can clearly see I'm a Jesus freak. Like, he's my main concern. And you want to, I think he's got Satan in his brain. That's the thing. Satan's the one that makes you feel good, Captain Truth. Makes you think you're talking to God when maybe you're not. Maybe you should investigate before you tell somebody. Because, like I say, I just point out where I think people aren't with God. They have to make that decision for themselves. You know what I mean? And if God talks to me, I don't know if it's my own brain or if it's God or what it is. So I just try and do what God tells me to do. And that way I can inspire others if they think it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? But that's the difference between learning about Jesus in a book and taking the fucking experience on for yourself. That's what I mean. Everybody thinks God's the easy way. No, no, no. No, it's not. In fact, it could drive you crazy if you let it. You know what I mean? But you think God's worth it because he thinks you're worth it. That's why he gave you a purpose. Why not serve your purpose? You know what I mean? That way you get more purposes. But that's the thing. Captain Truth was just coming to a woman's aid. It's this. She goes by now. She's been anointed Ashley. She's been prophetess Ashley. She wears makeup and tells other women she's. But anyways, I used to always want to believe people when they said things, but then when all she does is complain about Satan all the time. Satan's picking on me. He's too strong. No, that's because you think you're chosen and you're really not. You're not willing to walk the path to face those demons and know that you're stronger than them. And none of these demons have any power, only the power that men give them, right? Satan can go only be as strong as the men that serve him. And unfortunately, the world is fucking poking smart. Good morning to you too. There's one thing that Carl is really good at. We can all agree on tagging people in the title. Well, of course, poking smart. You got to understand, but you shouldn't talk shit about people unless you're going to do it to their face. You know what I mean? Hey, I want to see Captain Truth with the truth, but he's got to search the truth. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get simple things, poking smart. Can you show me where Jesus said, worship me? One time. One time he said, worship me. No, believe in me, and it's all for the Father. And the way you worship the Father is going through me and and celebrate your life. Show him you want to work for him. You want to be the purpose he wants you to be. My advice to you perhaps would be change your perspective. No, I don't think so. I don't think I should change for humanoids to send my message the way that they want it. No. Either you want to get with the truth smoking smart or you go to fucking hell, if there is a hell. You know what I mean? Like, why? What's so hard about wanting the truth? Right? Do you think? Well, I'm reading right here. Will the new Pope will he open the Vatican files for the UFOs? Now we do know that they have a big old telescope, and they have a treasure trove of stuff in the Vatican that you humanoids aren't allowed to see. You aren't blessed enough. Right? You got to wear a special gown, have a title. And they don't even get to see the stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we like you do know that um, the Catholic Church they colluded with the Schmidt guy, Schmitter, Mr. Schmittler. Right? You know that, right? What a bunch of weak, pathetic losers. Do you think Jesus would have wanted them to sit there and make a deal? Just in case you take over, Mr. Schmittler, just know that we will be obedient. Yeah, I should change my perspective. How about the world fucking get with the truth and change its perspective, eh, bud? Yeah, sure. You can ask me any questions you want. I'm more than willing to answer them. You know what I mean? What are your blessings in life? Well, I would say that being, well, getting the call from God. Well, yeah. Well, if you're with if you're with God and your family's with God, I think that comes as a blessing with God. But when you can't communicate with your family on a godly level, it gets difficult. So, maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I don't have God. You know what I mean? For sure. She just said it for sure, 100%. I'm the crazy one. If I am, if I'm not, and well, we shouldn't be letting fucking elite pedophiles run the fucking world. Well, pedophiles, I would no. Mark Carney has been penetrated by Klaus Schwab. Like those are Klaus Schwab's words. I penetrate the Canadian government. Those are his words. I'm not adding anything to it. He's especially proud of his young globalists like Justin Trudeau and Emmanuel Macron with his Mrs. Maloney. Hey, like, hey, I did some good stuff. I've been with my family. I I was leading a good fucking life until it hit me in the fucking face and destroyed me. And then I had to rebuild myself. And no one likes the brand new rebuild because you don't take shit. And well, you people think that that's not godly. No, watching satanic fucking lying bullshit go on around you and enabling and fucking it's not good. It's not good. You know what I mean? And you got chosen ones running around. I'm telling you, if your fucking teacher is fucking giving you readings, you might be fucking getting lessons from the wrong fucking person. You know what I mean? If you want to know the destiny of your fucking life, you make her. Don't get taken by a faker. That's what I'm worried about the world. All these fucking spiritual people who just fucking aren't, they've made shit up in their fucking brains. And to be weak and powerless and not fucking face the outside world. Other than thinking and believing you are special. Wow, hey, you're all special. Like, yeah, I don't know why you don't hear that, Pumpkin Smart. Hey, I'm the Mashiach, just the first of many. You got to be a Mashiach yourself to get out of the matrix, buddy. You're Neo. If you don't fucking work on yourself and go inside and figure out how in the fuck you need to get out of the matrix, bro, that's on you. I suggest you go through the truth. That to me, that's Jesus Christ. He showed us the way. You got to be willing to pick up your cross and die for the truth. You know what I mean? You can't sit around and watch people get hurt, even if you don't like those people and they did mean bad things to you. You still want the best for them. But here's the thing, bud. You don't want them around you anymore. You gave them plenty of chances. I've warned a lot of people. You've seen it. Hey, it's not because I'm the Mashiach. It's because I'm a fucking human being and you shouldn't be fucking lying about me and trying to fucking put shit into my brain that doesn't fucking exist. It's nasty. It's gross. Humanity needs to fucking fix itself. Wouldn't you agree, Poking Smart? Yeah, we do make our own destiny, and that's what I'm doing, and it fucking bothers you fuckers. You know what I mean? Whether I'm the Mashiach or not, my brain's telling me I am. And I believe I'm fucking talking to God. I pray more than any motherfucker in this world, I think, because it's constant all day. If I'm not talking to somebody or I'm not watching a video, my full concentration is on God. How many of the unicorn books of the Bible are true, Mashiach? Well, I don't know, buddy. I do think Jesus was real, but like I said, hey, Every book on this earth came from God. God gave humans experiences to find God, and those people didn't write this. Those people, you're not getting the people's perspective. You know what I mean? Well, who knows? I have a hard time believing that the Romans wanted to take on Jesus's way. I believe it was sweeping the nations, and they, well, in order to fucking control it, they joined it. Because, hey, no man of Jesus would have that big fat fucking bank account that they have over in the Vatican. You know what I mean? And no true man of Jesus like Donald Trump would tell you how great the Pope was. He was a globalist. I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but you got to speak the truth so people understand. You know what I mean? Francis, I believe, was not a good man, and God will not punish me for thinking so, because he knows in my heart, well, Francis is being punished right now badly, and I don't want that. I hope that when I go to God, Francis was a good guy. But in my heart of hearts, if he was a bad one, I don't want him up in heaven. I don't want him destroying what they were creating down here up there. You don't want to hang out with people that are bad, do you? No, I'm a read tard, eh? Well, I can't really read right now very well. I can read a couple verses and then I can focus and concentrate on those small little verses and try and figure out what to make of them. But I can't have PTSD, the trauma. You know what I mean? Like I keep telling everybody, you can't keep that trauma. You gotta give it to the people who own it. And sooner or later, you motherfuckers are gonna have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The police here, everybody, they're gonna look like fools, like utter fools. It's almost gonna be sad. You know what I mean? Hey, is Carl right? Hey, you people who knew that he almost killed himself and you still fucking lied to keep your fucking jobs when all he did was try and protect you guys. Whoa, hey, that'd be a hard pill to swallow, but I already forgave him. It took me a while, like through my process, but I've forgiven them. It's all good. And if it wasn't for them, I never would have got to go through the shit that I got to go through. And quite frankly, all this suffering has done nothing but build me up to the man that I am today. And I gotta say, I'm fucking proud of myself. You know why? Because all I want is God. That's all I want. And I know the truth. I gave my life over to it. You know what I mean? What is it? And I'm not ignorant enough to call myself Captain Truth and think that I own the truth and know the truth. No, she's a constant search because sometimes there's stuff on the other side. Hey, jump or cable. Hey, keep on hating me. You're not allowed to. You can't go to heaven with that hatred, buddy. Especially when all I want is the best for you and you're just not smart enough to pick up on it. Because you want to protect the maps because you're scared. You're scared. What happens if I actually do stand up to the maps that are running the world? They will hurt me, hurt me, hurt me. You guys tell yourselves you don't lie and you don't try and make people feel bad about themselves who are trying to, help others. You know what I mean? And if you don't think I'm helping others, you know, go tag me, go make your own videos, prove it to me. I want freedom for everybody more than anything. Well, 80s life, well, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder if that's what you want more than anything. Because that's my dream, brother. I just want everybody to fucking be free to have their own and operate their own brains. You know what I mean? We're on a consistent fall. They keep fucking programming us to be shittier and shittier and shittier. And they do niceness to do it. That's the problem. A lot of these fucktards look nice doing it, but they're fake. They're fake. And if they're fake, Hey, I hope they come to Jesus, or I hope they bake, honestly. I don't wanna be around, no way, oh how. If there's something after this, I don't wanna participate with undeveloped souls. That's why I wanna help people try and develop their souls, but they gotta do it, I can't do it for them, and I think that's what scares people. No one wants to take a Mashiach on that tells them they have to do the work. I did my work, little me, eh, bud? I did her hard. Fuck, man. I've been down. I gotta admit, I've been fucking down, bawling out my eyes, fucking begging God to take this nightmare away from me. But hey, I got back up every fucking time to take your beatings again, eh, buddy? Take some more, and the more, and more, because it makes me a better person, baby cakes. Stronger. Ready to battle the big boys, little me. How do you feel about being a tool used so I can? Well, I don't think those tools are even smarter than you. I think you're smarter than them, little me. It's just unfortunately they've got you brainwashed to think that they're smart, and they're not. They all steal, right? Mark Zuckerberg, he stole Facebook, right? I mean, he should be in jail for treason, and he's just a thief. He's not the real genius behind the machine. He stole it from somebody else. And well, Bill Gates, did he create those products? Or did he just swoop in there like, oh, hey, bro, right? And well, little me, little me, little me. I want Bill just as bad as you because I think he's caused me a lot of grief and misery. You know what I mean? That I want to hand that trauma. I want to find out if that was a bad thing to do. Hand that trauma over thinking you did that to your family, eh? And you stole your family's peace of life. Hey, maybe they if they just would have communicated, it would have been okay. Hey, little me, maybe a conversation here or there would have changed things a little bit. But hey, when you have to own your own responsibility, we don't like to do that when we're narcissists. You know what I mean? Uh, Narcissism. It's the new Satanism, bud. You know what I mean? Old Taylor Swift. I think she's behind my wife's brainwashing something bad. Listen, Taylor, if you're out there, you better get with Jesus and you better set women straight because you have fucked them in the brain something horribly. My wife is an oppressed woman because of you, motherfucker. Hey, little me. Or am I the horrible man oppressing my wife? Over here fighting for women's sports, and she tells me not to do it. But she agrees men shouldn't be in women's sports, but it's just a couple of them, so just let them do what they want to do. That's fucking retarded, right? Like, you women out there, it's stupid. And the fact that you guys want woman power and you can't come together to fucking kick men out of your sports is unfucking fathomable to my fucking brain. I can't handle that. That I have to step out and fucking say, hey, this is all sorts of wrong, and I don't think God appreciates it. You would think the women wouldn't appreciate it, but there are some women fighting, and like I said, they've gotten kicked out of their sports. They fought so hard. Oh, fuck. But then again, like we've said, AD, life's work. We got Nancy Mace leading the way, taking the charge on the trans. She's a mental case, old Nancy Mace, I'm telling you. Man, when you're with God and you start reading people, you just, I know Nancy Mace looks the part, but when you can see the demon that she is, oh, she got people fooled, tricked. She never had me tricked right from the get go. Hey, where were you when the fucking girls needed you? Now that it's gonna affect your bathrooms, now you're gonna take a stance and be for womankind. Way to go, Nancy Mace, you fucking loser. But hey, women wanna see her as a champion, then that would make those women losers too. You gotta start seeing who you're idolizing and looking up to and representing you know what I mean? We don't care who represents us anymore. We just wanna live our life and collect our trinkets. That's all. No ribbon having for trinkets. I don't know. I'm not God, I don't make the rules. He's my daddy. You gotta know you're a child of God. You gotta know you're a son of God. I know I sound like a doofus, but hey, if you don't believe it, it's never gonna happen. If you don't believe it, you can't go with God. So I don't know what to tell you people. You love Satan. Let him go. He tells you he's God, but he's weak and powerless. And if you just took your own power back, you can get the elite pedophiles off the street who represent him swimmingly. You know what I mean? We don't get it. We don't get it. Like, how the fuck did Scientology get so fucking big? Did they not look into Ron L. Albert, him hanging out with Aleister Crowley? And like, hey, you gotta start looking at who people's friends were and just shit like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I think could really help the world right now? Like, he was a prophet, I think. He announced the world would be like this today. If we could just denounce Freud, eh? Bring Carl Jung up on the stage and, well, I think he'd show people how to get to Jesus. You know what I mean? God comes in strangest ways, I think. But hey, you guys would have to take a look at Carl Jung and you let me know where he's a dipshit. And I'll show you where he's a genius, I think. But we like Freud. It's bad in the psychiatric system, I'm telling you. When you can hospitalize somebody by the people, take the word of the people who had him convinced to kill himself. And you got no proof of what they've said, but you just fuck. It's all fucked up. Chose them tools of the devil over your family. No, dude, my family are tools of the devil. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dude. Like, you just don't fucking get it. I love my family. I want them to come to God, but I can't fucking lie to myself and say everything's okay and just fucking pat them on the fucking head. You know what I mean? No. Hey, we should have a conversation. She thinks Blake Lively is still innocent. Justin Baldoni is a fucking monster. And well, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she found out that, well, her and Tay Tay aren't friends anymore, and maybe she secretly doesn't want to tell me about Blake Lively. Narcissists, they don't like to admit their mistakes, you know what I mean? But man, is she all over me if I'm sitting here complaining at the TV going, fucking Trump, I thought better of you, you son of a bitch. She'd be like, I told you. And I'd be like, no, you were buying into the fucking media bullshit. Tried showing you where maybe you were wrong on that stuff. We could go over it. Maybe you could show me where I was wrong. But no, this is a whole brand new thing. A set of skills that I see in old Trumper I don't like. Whole lot of dictating going on, a lot of conquering, a lot of stirring the pot, trying to get people to hate one another, and doing it with a smile on his face. And go America! It's all for America. So of course, America rallies behind the Mega King, and you know what I mean. If he's good, I could accept it, but I just don't see her. I've lost my faith, but he's a man. You know what I mean. Never put your faith in men unless you see God in. You know what I mean. People are willing to stand up and do the right, just say the right things. You know what I mean. Open Smut, that is a large regular from Tim Hortons. Yes, it is. Indeed. That is my drug of choice from Tim Hortons, the large regular. Not too sweet, not too creamy. Just right. Who knows what you think of the Pope? Is he a pedophile or a good man? I don't know. Any man who's willing to fucking run the Vatican, and nah. I ain't got a whole lot of faith in him unless, you know, he gives me a reason to. You know what I mean? Start opening up the UFO files over at the Vatican. Start opening the vaults. Who was Jesus? Who really was he? You know what I mean? What goodies do you guys have hidden? Can we all take a look? Why are you guys so special? Because they tell you they're special, and therefore you guys think that they're special, and they're not men of Jesus. No, 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 no. They're clowns. That's why I say the whole world is in fucking trouble. It just doesn't want to see Jesus for who he was. He wasn't nice. They want to paint him as a foot washer. And society today can't fucking fathom the point he was trying to get across to his disciples. Hey, guys, this is a hard road. I wouldn't ask you to do it unless I was willing to do it myself. That's why I'm showing you the way. So he washed their fucking feet to show them I'm no better than you, and you have the fucking power to do this. And when he sent his disciples off, he didn't send them on their fucking merry way with fucking lunches packed and fucking a good time ahead of them. He wanted them to suffer, to bring them closer to God, as they met the Son, and it was time for them to go to fucking get introduced to the Father. That's what I think. You know what I mean? But was Jesus kicking over some tables when he seen shit going on? That's like me. I should be able to go to the Church of God on Sunday. And I should be able to sit there with the megaphone and kick some fucking tables over with my fucking lips and say, hey, people, are you fucking stupid? If a man dictates what you wear, your car, fucking takes your fucking money, he's not a man of Jesus. He's a man of himself. And if he tells you he's an end time fucking prophet and he's the one that can take you to the promised land, he's a fucking lying piece of shit. And if you can't read the Bible and fucking, hey, here it is right here. What a coinkydink, eh? And Jesus said, answering them, began to say, what did Jesus say? He said, take heed to no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am he, and will deceive many. But when you hear of wars and rumors of wars and all that sort of stuff that's happening right now, right? You got the Mahdi on the loose, you got the fucking golden cow out there. If people are trying to bring them to you and get you to follow them, they're a deceiver and a liar. Jesus said an advocate was coming. Maybe it's the Jewish Mashiach. Seeing that Jesus was probably the one on the donkey, you know what I mean? And I'm just an advocate, you know what I mean? I would never tell anybody to follow me. Let's follow Jesus, the real Jesus. I'd figure out who she is. Hey, little me, you don't get it, do you? Do you? I'm the advocate. I'm here to say, hey, Jesus showed you the way. Let's get it right this time. But hey, me being the Mashiach, I gotta take my chances, and they're gonna come after me, little me. They're gonna want to take me out, just like they took my big bro out. They can't take me out. I live forever, Brian. I'm in Jesus, and Jesus is in me, and He's even in little me. But little me can't see. It's clogged. Fluoride, bad fluoride. I wish I knew what could help you, buddy. I wish Joe, can you take a look? Hey, what can unclog your third eye? What could possibly help little me wake up and see that? Gavin Newsom is part of the deep state. Hey, buddy, how's the fires? Oh, where's the water? You got water now? Rebuilding. Rebuilding. We're gonna rebuild this puppy good. We're gonna be a mega metropolis. Don't worry, little me. I'm not making fun of California. Hey, my country's been burning for how long? I don't even know if it's still burning. All I know is last year she was burning like a motherfucker. Your country was burning like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We're hearing a lot of bush wasn't cleaned out, could have been avoided in most places. And, well, we got people running around. Ella Mel Gibson telling you with flamethrowers. Hey, California, they just run around with flamethrowers, right? Nothing to see here, boys and girls. Oh, did the hooker rum and tug them? Listen, bud, there was nothing going on, brother. We had this conversation. I don't know why you want me to feel bad about myself and put myself in situations that I was never in. But if your fantasies keep wanting you to see me getting stroked off by somebody, fucking have your way, little me. You know what I mean? You keep your fantasies in your own fucking brain, okay? No, however you want to see me. But for some reason, just like Uncle Will, he wants me in ladies' panties. It's sickness you guys have. It's the devil. I'm telling you. Normal men don't want to see other men being jerked off by or in ladies' panties. You know what I mean? We need to tell B. Millie. He's a victim of himself, bud. Like, if you're going to play the game with ladies' panties, then if you get caught, the boys are going to tease you. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm proud of him because he stands right up there and says, hey, I dig it. I liked it. But whatever gets the chicks these days, right? He says that's what gets the chicks, not the dicks. The chicks. Chicks dig a man in panties. That's what's wrong with women today. They want all the men to be pussies. But then you got B. Millie willing to be a pussy, but he wants to fight everybody. These are all a joke. You know that, don't you? It's just one big fucking joke. Adam Calhoun, he wants to fight everybody. Hoser is gonna fight everybody. Gordon's gonna fight everybody. Hagburn's gonna fight everybody in court and take all their money. Upchurch is the only pussy out there not wanting to fight anybody. Oh boy, you guys crack me up. Oh, fuck. I came on here to talk about shit. Mama, like, fuck, we already heard RFK compromised. Is the motherfucker compromised? Do I have to live in my head knowing that RFK is compromised because he's a sexual deviant? Like, just fucking admit it, bud. You can't come to God if you don't admit to the world that you're compromised and you're a sexual deviant. You gotta confess your sins in order to be reborn. You don't have to announce them to the people, but you should put yourself out of a position. You know what I mean? Who knows? Are you a Rabbi Shmuley guy? Rabbi Shmuley. That should be an indicator. Hey, Rabbi Shmuley might be a handler. Just saying. He was hanging around Michael Jackson. And Shmuley doesn't seem like that cool of a guy. You know what I mean? But I'm quite sure when you're a handler, you know how to be a bit more schmoozy. You think he'd be brighter on the TV, but he's really not. He really shows his demons, I think. But that's just me. Bring Joe back and tell the story again. Well, the wife knows the story, brother. Like, I'm not shy about telling her shit. You know what I mean? Hey, if I didn't do anything and it only was a thought, should I pay the crime for a thought? No, because I thought better. Ain't dumbass. Then again, I get accused of shit when I wasn't even thinking shit. I just want someone to talk to, right? Or, imagine that 5-year journey, just trying to talk to somebody, eh? Hey, hey, well, how are you gonna feel about your taxes going to compensate the whole world for your fucking lab leak, little me? Are you gonna take responsibility? Do you want to know if it was your country who fucked the world and gave them 20 million deaths? Hey, do you want to know if it was you? Hey, but then again, we have to find an outside source to take a look at it, right? We'd have to agree that your unintelligence agencies just aren't up to the challenge. Hey, I'm a cupcake. Okay, I'll be your cupcake. Whatever you want, sweetness. When you know it's time to play the game, you know you already lost, but maybe you can still win. But that's going to be hard. Knowing how many cupcakes y'all threw at me, eh? Oh, how you will like to beat a good man down, eh? Oh, you think I'm good now? I'm only going to get better because that's my purpose. You know what I mean? Always find a better way. Don't lay in what you think is good. Always make her better. That's what God wants for you, little me. He doesn't want you sucking off the teat of Satan. He wants you to prosper, bud. Wouldn't you like to know what causes the things that happen to your child and gotcha man's child? Hey, wouldn't you like to step up and say, hey, it's hard. Is there a way we can stop doing this? We can stop doing this to our children. What's causing it? You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything bad against your kids, so don't even fucking start it, bruh. Because I know that's what you're gonna do. But you know it's difficult to deal with a lot, don't you? That's why I give you a little bit of respect. You gotta be a good dad in order to fucking deal with that stuff. Can't be easy. But you don't care about the next person who has to deal with it, do you? No, you really don't. If I have to deal with it, someone else can deal with it. That's not the way my brain works, bud. I see a problem and I think we should fucking say something. And I think RFK is on the right deal as long as what he says is real. But is it? Because maybe he's compromised. We don't know, eh? The rumors are out there. Why doesn't he just come out and say, hey, I am not a sexual deviant and I am not compromised one bit? But we can't do that. Hell, when they were announcing them in, all this one woman asked is, "Hey, when you denounce any fucking money that you make off of fucking these lawsuits about the fucking these things?" And he couldn't do it. He wasn't willing to give up that money to have that position. Couldn't do it. Instead of just saying, "Hey, I'll give up anything just to make the money that this position holds." You know what I mean? That's got to be a decent living, wouldn't it? Not enough, is it? Humans, it's just never enough. You always gotta have more, 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 because you don't have Jesus. You feel insecure. You feel like you need something. I'm not saying it's bad to have good things and that people that have Jesus don't have things. They just did it the right way and they appreciate things because they know things are a reflection of their hard work or should be. Well, we're not like that anymore. Hell, someone treats us bad, we don't care. We don't want them charged anymore. When we want money, we want motherfuckers money. That's why I've said, little me, I think I could have had a few lawsuits. I'm pretty sure of it. When the stories get out, especially the accident. Can you imagine someone lying like that? And you have the video of the after accident, you have the statement that he made, it don't make no sense. And then based on when his car comes into the screen. It's an impossibility. In fact, the only thing it can tell you is, well, somebody pulled right out in front of somebody. Ah, it's gonna be great. But hey, if you watch the news, you don't get to see that part a little bit. You just get to see the crazy person do it. Duke's a hazard, motherfucker. That'll leave a brain stain on you, you know what I mean? That's scary. But when Luke Duke, what do you think? Oh, Luke Duke, you think he could give up Trump if he found out that he wasn't with Jesus? Is it Luke or I can't remember. John Schneider. He likes holler boys. I wonder if John Schneider really knew the real upchurch. Would he like the cornbread thing? But it's just a saying. It doesn't really belong to upchurch, does it? But hey, who knows? Uh, well, what are you guys saying? What's the right way? Well, the truthful way, and that's what you have to figure out, AD's life's work. Hey, that's when you have conversations, when you hear things like, hey, Joe Biden's daughter's diary, I think is real. Joe might be a bad man. Somebody should have cared enough to see a fucking that. Well, it is real. It is. Like in my eyes, it is. When I hear and know that Ashley Biden left a message saying, hey, that's my stuff. Well, that's my diary. I'd like to have it back, please. And you know what I mean? And that should make it authentic. But and then the fact that they raided James O'Keefe and then when he got the paperwork to find out why they raided him, for some reason they get to redact all that stuff. Like we're so stupid. We let well, not just you guys. We do it over here. I've seen fucking redacted shit like crazy. We let the unintelligence agencies, well, leave us in the dark with their like dark smudges, so we never get to know anything. Redacted, redacted here, redacted there. Oh, I can't. Oh, Papa's girl. My granddaughter's right there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go kiss my granddaughter. I might come back, but